I know when I was in high school, we did the work program where you had a half-day schedule. You went to school and then you took your butt to work. If you wanted a car, you worked for it. But now, or is this work for them? Is this what they call work? When they wake up in the morning, I'm going to work, meaning I'm going to steal a car so I can make some money. Like,
but they're not being groomed. So people always say like this generation worse than the generation before them, and so forth and so forth. And it's probably true because it do get worse and worse. But you gotta think like, so you know, when I was coming up, the dudes I looked up, like the dudes that was robbing, they was weak, or not even that they was weak. They wasn't idolized. Like we don't want to be like him that's robbing. You know what I'm saying? We want to be like him that's getting money. But the robber dude was kind of like, he just was the robber dude. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't idolized. Now with the music in the streets, that's idolized. Ain't nobody, everybody want to run off on the plug, everybody want to rob. So again, and I love rap music. I'm a rap fan. I know how much it influenced me when I was a kid. And I know how it's influencing the kids now. So if Chicago got nothing but drill music, the city they got if all their music talking about killing and robbing, then that's what you're gonna do.
Right.
But one thing a little bit deeper on that, it go to financial literacy, and that's why I be hard on financial literacy. So if me and you go out and rob something, this literally happened to me. I was getting money. And
using me as an example?
Yeah. So
don't, because I'm gonna tell. So
nah, he gonna tell.
I get what you're saying, I get what you're saying, but
look, I ain't using him.
Use the boys that came in.
Use the boys that came in.
Because they gonna stay solid. They gonna stay solid.
That's gonna be the end of the spree. That's gonna be the end of the production.
I can't use you for an example. Why?
All right, I'm for the production. Okay, all right, we go for the example.
No.
I'm gonna re-example your example to say, what if we gonna rob and I tell? And then you let the youngest know that. But go ahead.
Go ahead,
Big Snow.
Go ahead, Big Snow.
Man,
Weezy.
He was Weezy. So when Weezy was standing around Bennett Park, me and another dude, I had some money, but another dude was down in his luck, and he like, come on, Snow, we about to go, you know what I'm saying, woo, woo, woo. So because I had money, it didn't even make sense to me. And what, you know what I'm saying, we even came off what was minute.
Hold on, Big Snow. Whoop, whoop, whoop is a DC term that explains that whatever needs to be done in that particular situation. It can be a noun, a verb, or an adjective. You know what I'm saying? So use it out of context. Say we're going whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, it means fill in the blanks.
There you go. All right.
It means he might tell if I say the real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's one form of whoop whooping, but that wasn't the whoop whoop that he was saying. He was because he's trying to clean it up because he's teaching right now. So go ahead, Big Snow.
So, but basically what I'm saying, without being too long-winded, is if the youth had another way, everybody don't want to be a gangster. Everybody don't want to sell drugs. Everybody don't want to rob. But when they start to grow up and nobody show them another way, and all you know is the people that's getting money is robbing, is selling drugs, that's what you're gonna do. Everybody want more than what their parents can afford. You growing up, you want more. You know what I'm saying? I was in the street because I wanted more than what my mother could afford. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what the streets provided to me. But if somebody told me, look, you can be you can go be an apprentice to be a welder, and you're gonna start off at $20-something an hour, or somebody told me you can get your CDL and drive trucks and make X, Y, Z, and you can buy your own. Like, no, they don't have no options. So I don't blame it all on them. It's really about options.
Do you think that the parents, because I know one of the things that we talked about earlier also was that, the parents, and again, it's about accountability. Me as a woman, a lot of times we tell our sons when the father isn't there, he's not in the household, so now you the man of the house. And the kid's 13, 14 years old. So he has that responsibility. Now I think I got to provide, I got to get money, I got to get a car, so I'm going to steal a car. I got to do all these things because my mother told me I'm the man of the house.
Right.
So do you think that also plays a part in why these kids are the way that they are? Do you think that?
I think that's a dangerous bone to put on a young man, because with that mother-son dynamic is something that people will never understand. Anything a mama say to that boy is law. It's tabernacle, it's in stone. Every dude in here can relate to that. So if a mama be like, look, I need you to do this, he's gonna take it literally, and then he's not even gonna have an idea what to do.
Right.
Because the world is waiting on cats like that to come out uninformed and green.
Hold that thought. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk about a solution to what's going on. We're going to get into Big Snow and his business and what he has going on. And also, we're going to talk about the solutions for these kids because it has to be a solution. We talked about the problem, but now we have to bring a solution. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Today we were talking about the youth. We're talking about what's going on in the streets, what's up with these kids, what's happening. So now we're going to talk about how we can help them. We're going to talk about the programs that we have going on and just bringing a solution to the problem, or at least trying to bring a solution to the problem, because a lot of times these kids just don't want help. But we have Ranita, the artist. You're an artist. You are an entrepreneur. You an author, wrote a book, all of those things. Tell us about the program that you have going on in your neighborhood.
Oh, okay. My name is Ranita Overton. Go by King Dude, the artist. I got some music out. I'm an author. I'm an actor, and I'm a native Washingtonian. I grew up in Southeast Congress Park. And I have this program. I created this program. It's called AIR. The core principles of the program is accountability, integrity, and respect. The program is to encourage at-risk youth from underserved communities.
Mm-hmm.
To help them get started in business, music business. Mm-hmm. So I teach an entry-level course, introduction to music distribution, publication, intellectual property, ownership, and just content creating, how to monetize the content that they're using right now. And the program is it's just for the youth, at-risk youth. And again, these youth, like you guys mentioned earlier, what I see is that the youth are chasing an end result. It's almost like they're chasing the ghost. They want to be NBA Youngboy and they want to be Little Dirt. And these guys have a whole bunch of money, right? But the youth don't want to do the work to get there. They want to just show up and like instant oohs and noodles, be but they, like myself, I'm an author, I'm an actor, I got music out, I'm hustling every day. I don't come outside if I ain't trying to make me some money.
That's right.
I'm going to be a network to make some money, right? These kids, they don't have that. They want somebody to give them everything.
You have a lot of things going on. I want to ask you, because your program is in Southeast, and a lot of people don't want to go back to Southeast. They don't want to go back in the hood because they off the chain. I'm about to go over there and put my life over. What makes you go back to Southeast? Part of the problem. What puts you there to help these kids when a lot of people don't want to deal with it? They don't want to be bothered.
Well, I grew up, when I was growing up, I grew up in a crack house. A lot of people don't know that I grew up in a crack house. My mother, my uncle, they smoke crack. Until I wrote that book, I grew up in a crack house, because it wasn't like people see on TV, a crack house and all these people, everybody come get high at your house. My house wasn't like that, but all my family and my mother's friends, these people had jobs and they worked but they came to my house to get high, right? But my house was where they came to get high. So all day, any time of the day or night, relatives, family, friends, they always at my house getting high. They smoking crack in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a kid. I mean, I know what's going on. I know they're getting high, but it took me a long time to have the courage to say that crack house. So I owe it to the kids in my community, right? Because it's a tough place, and I grew up there. But growing up there made me the person that I am, right? That neighborhood, all the stuff that I learned there, I've used those tools everywhere. I'm a corporate executive. I've been in the military. I've been in jail. But what I learned in Congress Park prepared me for every other thing that I have endured.
Right.
And
that's the thing. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's the thing that we want the youth to understand is that just because you come from a place does not mean that is who you are. You know, a lot of kids become products of their environments, but you beat the odds and you're not a product of your environment. Although you come from there, that's not who you are. You don't, even though you wear the name, you know what I mean, and you rep your hood, that's not your name. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you're showing the youth that there's another side. Like you don't have to stay in this situation. You don't have to stay in this predicament, and you're creating your own economy.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Back to what you were saying. I go back and I give back because I owe it to them, right? To see more people like me, right? Because they celebrate a person go to jail and do 20 years. Oh, he's standing 10 toes and he ain't tell on his man. They celebrate that, but they don't celebrate the entrepreneur from the neighborhood.
There you go.
You know, they look at me like a square, right? They look, oh man, dude, a square. But then when I pull up in the foreign car and I got the Rolex and these things, they like, damn, how can I do that, dude?
Exactly.
And I'm like, listen, you ain't got to be out here risking your life for this little bit of money. If you come over here and listen to me, or not just me, because I have a network of friends, millionaires, entrepreneurs. They got multiple businesses and things like this, man, right? So if what I'm selling ain't attractive to you, maybe I can introduce you to somebody that can show you how to continuously to make some money.
That is it.
Because to them, $5,000 or $10,000, that's some money. But to me, that is pocket change. You know, you can spend that real quick. I can take you to Tyson's Corner. We can spend that real quick.
Yes.
Right?
You ready?
You try to go there.
Or champagne me, please.
Valentine's Day coming, man. You know, I ain't judgmental. We can go as a couple. I don't.
Listen, we can go as a couple.
If I take you to the corner and buy you anything, man, we.
Well, hurry to wrap this show up.
What you selling? I ain't trying to buy.
They do say that you become like the most 5 people that you hang around the longest, which brings me to you, Big Snow, Nate. I brought you on this show because the one thing that I loved about you and watching your journey, your story, is that I know where you come from. And for you to come to that place and come out and to create a whole program that people are a part of, I want you to tell us about your program. But I also want to ask a question. I watched one of your videos, and he has a quarter ticket club. So make sure he's going to tell y'all all about that. But I'm telling y'all, this is something that y'all really need to get into. In your program, before your guys get started, you have a prayer circle.
For sure.
That's what's missing with the youth. How do you get people to pray? Grown men. You know what I mean? Like, tell us about your program and how you get people to that.
For real, you gotta be a good leader. If you're a good leader. Like, so when we pray, when I got 2 of my men with me, all I got hands with them, and we all got a group think, and that's another one of the problems with the youth. Everybody have group think, so they see them thinking a certain way. Everybody gravitates towards it. So literally at the prayer circle, I just say we about to pray, and I lock hands with two of my men, and then the rest of the people gonna lock hands, and then I'm gonna lead the prayer. So it's everybody pray when you in trouble. You dig what I'm saying? Something going, somebody hollering at God when they get funky. You know what I'm saying? Familiar with God. So hands, everybody gonna lock by their head. I ain't telling nobody about their head. Everybody know you know what I'm saying? So everybody, bow their head, but I think God is important. A lot of households don't have God in there. A lot of households, or whatever it could be Allah, it could be God, it could be Joshua Bento, whatever you subscribe to, but just having some type of faith base inside the household is critical to why a lot of right now. And it's not being pushed in the household. You ain't living.
No, let me say this. Even if it's not, you don't believe in God or religion. Energy. Spiritual means energy. Just so you know, because some people want to debate. Well, I don't believe you can. He's saying for the people who do, but if you don't, you're not excluded. What he's saying is that it's about your energy. What God is to people who believe it is love, which changes your energy to have you take off the blinders and the unnecessary darkness so you can get, you know what I'm saying, to your destination. So go ahead.
Absolutely. And so what you were saying, just to not be out here floating. Everybody, I don't care if they say they don't believe in God. Everybody believe in something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could try to shy away from it or not, but people gonna hone in. But as far as the program, what I like about it and what I seen, I get 1,000 DMs and people from different states and people from here, and people saying, man, y'all trucking look cool. So I know when I really made my mind up that I wasn't going back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? I've been in and out of jail 1,000 times, man. I met a bunch of good brothers. I met my man Ray that's in here with me now. I met him in prison. When I said I'm not going back, when I really flipped that switch and made that decision, I did. I jumped on the CDL. I grabbed me a truck. I couldn't get a job as fast as I wanted, so I bought my own truck and I jumped off. But I knew what the CDL did for me, and I didn't miss a beat on who I was, and I didn't miss a bill or a meal. Like I said earlier, they don't have no other options. A lot of people don't have other options. I said this before, but when I graduated...
What you mean by that, Big Snow? They don't have other options?
And this might sound cliche, but when I graduated from high school, I was sitting out front of my mother's house and I was smoking a J back when I was smoking. And I was like, damn, what I'm going to do? I really had this thought in my mind, like, damn, what I'm going to do? So go to college, try to go to college for 4 years. I ain't got no scholarship ain't nobody about to give me no money for no university. So I'm about to go to PG for 2 years, then try to upgrade it. That was too long without money, like without a career. I'm like, nah, that's off the table. But this the critical part. When I thought of legit money that I could do right then and there, it was McDonald's up the hill or the streets that I was already in. I ain't going to McDonald's, I'm already getting money. You know what I'm saying? I literally didn't have another option. Nobody told me you can go get a job and make, $20 an hour, like I couldn't go to the government like my sister, you know what I'm saying? Because I was in the streets, like the government just sounded wild to me. But I really didn't have no options. So what the Quarter Ticket Club do and what we do, people see us online. So like you asked her, what made her go back to Southeast and people don't be wanting to go back to their neighborhood and stuff? You cut me off if I get long-winded. I can go all day. Nah, but look, you good? They like how she said, you go back to the neighborhood, right? So I'd have been trying to preach to the homies, you know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, but they know me for who I was, you know what I'm saying? So I guess you gotta do it for a while for them to understand. But I was riding in my truck one day and I looked down and all I seen was everybody on their phone. So I said, I know where to meet them at. Everybody on the phone, let me take them to the internet. And I showed them what I was doing and my friends was doing on the internet and people all across the world like, them the coolest truckers we ever seen. Them niggas cool. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I even seen when you gave all your guys credit cards and all that stuff. I was like, wait a minute.
Gold cards for the whole mob.
Gold cards for the whole mob. Say that again.
Gold cards for the whole mob, man. Gold cards for the whole mob.
Listen, Quarter Ticket Club, King Dude. Make sure y'all follow them. Tell everybody your social media handles and where they can find you, where they can sign up, where they can get in your program. Tell them really fast where they can get in touch with you.
You can reach me, King Dude the Artist, on Instagram and Facebook. I have a website, RonitaOverton.com. And pull up in Southeast Congress Park, you find me out there.
Hey, champagne me, please.
Outside.
Where can they find you?
I'm at The Quarter Ticket Club on Instagram, on TikTok, or any platform. If you search up The Quarter Ticket Club, you'll find me. We at quarterticketclub.com. You pull up in Folesville, come get trained up. You will find me. You want to find me? You really want to wait? You will find me for sure. And I got a message for the youth, man. If you really don't want to be in the streets, there's a whole lot of avenues you can get some money, man. All you gotta do is look. You got a phone in your pocket, man. It's other cool people other than street dudes and killers and people that's spinning the block that's getting money. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people out here get money. All you gotta do, man, is find it, man. You gonna get it.
That's it. Y'all heard it from
dope.
Big Snow, King Dude. Make sure y'all follow them. Make sure y'all go to Amazon. Your book is on Amazon?
Yes, ma'am.
Go to Amazon and get King Dude's book. Sometimes the king is a woman. How about that? King me, baby. That's real. King me.
Absolutely.
Clap it up for that. Yes,
What
indeed.
kind of rainbow chessboard is that?
I'm trying to tell you. Stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to have LO's Comedy Corner. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I just had an amazing show with my girl King Dude and Big Snow, and now we're going to hear from Mr. Funny Man himself, Lawrence Owens, a.k.a. he thinks he's hilarious. LO's Comedy Corner.
F them kids. Easy to say that. That just takes you out of responsibility. But you was a kid one time. You want somebody to say F you? Because we come up in different times, don't mean we got a right to turn our back on these kids now. They need us more than ever. They don't listen. They do whatever we want, whatever they want. They hard-headed. So was you. Wasn't no social media back then. The social was us talking to each other and learning. We got to find a way to turn today's social media into them seeing and learning. We had a blueprint back there. The blueprint back there was the people who did sell drugs. We talked about selling drugs today. The people who sold drugs, people who robbed, you know, they told us not to do that. They wasn't afraid of the backlash to come with it. If you're going to help them kids, don't be afraid of backlash to come with it. We can turn that F, instead of F them kids, let the F be for them kids. I'm Lawrence Owens. That's all I got to say.
Today's purpose point. You are not what you think you are, but what you think you are. What you decide to do today will determine who and what you are tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. I want to thank my sponsors, USAFibroidCenters.com. Ladies, if you think you have fibroids, if you're not sure, make sure you go to the website and schedule a consultation. You are not alone. You don't have to suffer alone. You don't have to suffer in silence. Also, thank you to Mama T's Kitchen for the amazing food that we had on set today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for our next show.
I could take a break from this world, running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Coach. Conference. Listen, if you have not signed up for anything else, make sure you sign up for this conference. We are only doing 50 women per day, and the slots are going so fast. The cost is only $150. And what do I get in my $150, Coach Ella? You're going to get your t-shirt, you're going to get your coffee mug, you're going to get your book, and also you get to sit with me. You get to pick my brain, you get to ask me whatever it is that you want to know, and I'm going to share my fibroid story with you. And then we're going to exchange so what moments. I'm sure you guys have all had a moment in your life where you thought it was so bad and you can finally say, you know what? So what, that happened to me. Now how do I get to my next? That's what this conference is all about. We're going to have guest speakers. We're going to have giveaways. It's going to be so much fun. So make sure you go to my website, elladestiny.com, and sign up. So what? You can sit with me. We can have conversations. We can have girl talk. We can chat about anything you want to talk about. So what? You can sit with me. Go to my website, elladestiny.com, and make sure you register so that you don't miss out.